Hey everybody, and welcome back to Read Me a Story. Today we're going to read a really fun story about going to school. I'm sure a lot of you out there right now are missing school. Well, maybe your parents are missing you going to school, but I'm sure you're missing your friends. So today we're going to read Rufus Goes to School by Kim T. Griswell. Every day, Rufus Leroy Williams III turned the pages of his favorite book. He looked at every picture. He made up stories to go with them, but he could not read the words. Rufus knew just what to do. He would go to school and learn to read. But first, he needed a backpack. Early the next morning, Rufus scuttled down the street to the school. He peeked through the front door. Look, there he is. He's going to go to school. Then he trotted down the hall to the principal's office. He was greeted by the principal's secretary. Principal Lipid's secretary knocked on his door. There's a pig to see you. Rufus stepped forward. My name is Rufus Leroy Williams III, he said. I have a backpack, and I am ready for school. Do you think Rufus is ready for school? The principal shook his head. No pigs in school. Why not? Asked Rufus. Because pigs track mud in the halls, said Principal Lipid. They turn their drawings into airplanes. They play leapfrog in class. And they start food fights in the cafeteria. Rufus frowned. But I have a backpack. Makes no difference, said Principal Lipid, and he showed Rufus to the door. Rufus Leroy Williams III really wanted to go to school. He knew just what he needed. A lunchbox. See, all the other kids had lunchboxes, so Rufus needed a lunchbox too. Right before lunchtime, the secretary poked her head into Principal Lipid's office. The pig is back, she whispered. My name is Rufus Leroy Williams III, he said. I have a backpack and a lunchbox. I am ready for school. The principal folded his arms. No pigs in school. Why not? Asked Rufus. Because pigs knock over towers of blocks, said Principal Lipid. They hide under the teacher's desk. Pigs draw stick figures on the chalkboard. He waggled his finger at Rufus. And they chase their classmates during recess. Oh dear. But I have a backpack and a lunchbox, Rufus frowned. Makes no difference, said Principal Lipid. And he waved Rufus out the door. Rufus Leroy Williams III really wanted to go to school. And he knew just what he needed. See, look what all the other kids had. He needed a blanket. During nap time, the secretary opened Principal Lipid's door. Sir. Rufus Leroy Williams III pushed past her. I have a backpack, a lunchbox, and a blanket, and now I am really ready for school. The principal sighed. I told you, no pigs. Wait, said Rufus. I will never blow bubbles in my milk or finger paint my classmates. I will not stand on my head during nap time or leave nose prints on the windows. And I will come to school every day. Sorry, the principal shook his head. No pigs in school. But I have a backpack and a lunchbox and a blanket, said Rufus. Is that all? Asked the principal. Rufus frowned. What else could he need for school? I have this. Rufus held up his favorite book, and I really want to learn to read it. Ah, Principal Lippid smiled. That makes a difference. He escorted Rufus out of his office and down the hall. This is Rufus Leroy Williams III, Principal Lippid announced as they entered a classroom, and he will be joining your class. Hooray, shouted the boys and girls. Rufus Leroy Williams III put away his backpack, his lunchbox, his blanket, and his favorite book. He was ready for school. Look, all the kids have a welcome sign, and they're so excited. Oh, no, look, they're throwing their papers in the air. You better calm down. They're going to get Rufus in trouble. Rufus loved learning his ABCs, especially the letter P. Look, P is for pig. He loved learning the 1, 2, 3s. He loved lunchtime and nap time. But Rufus loved story time most of all, because it gave him room to dream. The end. I hope you guys really liked that book. So, you know what I learned today is that sometimes a good book is all you really need to have a good time. So, I thought this was a perfect book for us today. And I hope you've enjoyed story time just like Rufus. And I'll see you tomorrow.